You know, it'd be nice if we had money and I could have people actually
do this shit
behind the scenes filming it. Like, I don't mind the editing, but having to get up every 20 minutes and stop it and refresh it and look at the phone to know when we got to take a break because of the, you know what it is? It's something stupid. It's these cameras, if you buy external monitors, can record for hours and hours without stopping them, but they legally have to sell it the way that they have to stop recording after 29 minutes because of some law that was set up for no fucking reason. I don't know, some tariff shit. I don't know.
Land of the free, boy.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Turntable. This is a mini episode, and this one, once again, is this is the second one that we filmed.
Dose.
Camera angles are a little bit different. Seeing if this works better in post. I got to be cautious to not get into my man's shot over here. You know, shit happens.
It happens.
I think this will look better. I would definitely like a wide angle. I told you that as well. Mm-hmm. Just to, you know, especially when there's times that we're arguing at each other.
All those.
Yeah, it happens.
We argue on this show?
Yeah, a little bit.
I know you wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it. But yeah, like Breadwin said, you know, this is like a setup episode. Like, you know, I classified it as the kinky episode, meaning we're working out all the kinks.
Work out the kinks.
But I think we in there like swimwear. Yeah, as far as, you know, the setup.
It's dope, man. It's dope. I think the YouTube shit is going to look good.
I like it a lot. I watched the just a little bit of the first episode, and I thought it really enhanced what we did because you're able to get the visuals. Like when you say something outlandish, my reaction, you know, you can't describe it. It's just better to see it. Stupid. Straight up.
It's not better to see it.
Let them judge.
Yes, which they will. It's YouTube. They're going to judge like
Judge away, please.
And I'm going to say this on record. I've told you in private before.
Uh-oh.
If you read the comments, don't tell me about them.
Yeah.
I know motherfuckers are negative. I don't need to. I'm sure I probably already read it.
Point it out to you.
Hey, did you see this joke this faggot said to us? Excuse my language.
Yeah, I did that twice. You know, said, hey, look at what these idiots wrote about you. And it was not nice at all.
Like, why are you pointing that shit out?
Motivation, man.
No, motivation. You can't please everybody. People are assholes. They're going to be assholes. So fuck them and their opinions.
Yes. And don't forget, at a click of dicks, you are the asshole.
Yes. I was lost. I just heard a click of dicks, and my brain went to clicking on dicks.
Yeah, no.
I didn't
At a click of dicks, they call you the asshole.
Yeah, that song's probably never going to see light. At a click of dicks, they call me the asshole. I'm unapologetic and not bashful.
And it should, because it's a fucking dope-ass song.
It's pretty dope.
Very dope. That's a squad song.
Yes, sir. What was the hook? That's mouth shut. I can't keep my mouth shut. Yeah. Pretty dope.
Yeah. But anyway.
But so what's up, man? If you guys see all the paint on my hands, I'm finally done painting a 75 lights at a car dealership. And
Word.
You helped me out. By help me out, I mean you fed the ducks while I was in the air on a fucking high reach. I look down, this guy's got a squad of fucking ducks around him, and he's just throwing donuts. What the fuck were you feeding them?
Chocolate donuts.
That's right, yeah, chocolate donuts.
Yeah.
Like this fucking guy. Crows started hollering at their homies to get more people.
Straight up.
I got nervous because the crows started flying in the trees by me. I was like, motherfucker.
The crow, he announced, hey, there's food on the premises. And they all came, and he didn't get a bite. But anyway, you know.
Yeah, but that shit's done.
I'm a people person.
Happy to be done. And matter of fact, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, Breadwin. Bah humbug.
Yep. New Year's is what, tomorrow, I think?
Something like that. Happy Hanukkah for all you our Jewish listeners out there. I don't know if Hanukkah's still going on or not, but
I don't know my dates of other holidays.
Yeah, but happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa.
I forget my kids' birthdays. I'm not going to remember all that shit.
Merry Christmas. Yeah. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
And all that jazz.
So
were you a good boy this year, Breadwin?
No.
Yeah, well.
No, I don't need to be. I'm an adult now, so I get to be the guy that gets to buy the kids everything.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean you buy everything? I thought that was... Wait a minute, I'm confused.
This is a grown podcast. We are not fucking worried about Santa Claus. If kids are watching this shit and they find out that Santa's
What kids,
not real?
bro? You mean to tell me there's no Santa Claus?
But if kids listen to this and found out there was no Santa and that's what people were mad about, I mean, we've said much worse shit to worry about than that. I like that for the people out there, when you got here, you said, hey, my girl said I probably shouldn't smoke on camera. It looks tacky, so I think I'm going to hold up. And here you are. We're 7 minutes in, 5 minutes in probably for you guys, and I just saw you couldn't wait. To be
Each
honest,
week we're going to have a little segment.
You should smoke. There's no reason not to.
Cap's weed segment. Today I'm smoking a nice gelato.
Gelato?
It's delicious.
Is it?
Yeah. And of course, it's
Florida
Dutch.
has finally, I mean, it's been a couple years now, but finally getting that real medical grade shit.
With all the other shit that we have here, you would think that we would get,
Everything else is just mixed chemicals, though. You create meth, cook that shit.
This is true.
Yeah, that's easy to get. But
This is true.
good quality marijuana shit that's actually not bad for you has really just hit, a couple years ago?
I would say, yeah,
strongly. Because people could get it here and there, but it wasn't.
It was a
now
mission.
That's all you get.
Thank God.
Yeah, absolutely.
When was the I know you used to dabble back in the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was
Yeah, I dabbled in marijuana.
Were you like a picky smoker like me?
No, man.
No, you just fuck it.
Whatever the homies had, I smoked. And you got to remember, when I was smoking heavy, when it was every day or at least every weekend, that's all we had was, I mean, you would get a fucking compressed brick for $50.
$50
you know
bucks of that Mexican press.
It smelled. There was a good 6 months where all the weed we were getting smelled like diesel fuel, because they just they wrapped it up and put it in a fucking container, the cartels, and brought it over to Kansas or Texas, and then Texas had probably shipped out. But
those black seeds and shit.
Oh, the pops.
Oh,
bro,
God.
I forgot all about that shit, because now everybody around me smokes except for Target. You don't hear those pops anymore.
Nope.
Nobody's got all the holes on the clothes.
You know how many pairs of jeans and basketball jerseys?
Dickies, they burn as soon as it touches, just
like lava.
I thought these were workmen's pants. How are you supposed to weld in Dickies if they can't even handle a weed seed?
Straight up. That's a very good point, bro.
Fuck.
But yeah, the weed, it's so funny to me, bro. Like, growing up, weed was the gateway drug. If you smoked weed, you were definitely going to be a heroin addict.
Yeah, makes no sense.
And now they're ready to, they want to pay all the government bills with it.
Hey, they should.
They should.
Take an example from Colorado.
I was just going to say, your ex-state, bro.
Yep.
Within 3 years of having weed recreational legal, they were able to fix 5 years of backlogged infrastructure.
I believe it.
Bridges, toll, the whole nine, just from the weed tax.
It's crazy. The first year that they implemented it, they gave everybody money back that year because they got so much money in taxes back. They're like, here, everybody, here's a check. We got extra money.
Yeah, and I bet you 90%
When's the last
of them,
time a fucking government has done that?
Not never.
We got extra money. Here you go. Yeah.
And I bet you those people took that money and went and bought some weed with it.
Damn right.
I know I would. But people that know me know that as you know, I can't handle my alcohol very well.
No,
but
no,
bro,
you will get 2-3 drinks and you're done.
Usually it's 2-3 sips.
Yeah,
when I first started coming around, y'all, it was sips. Now I'm at least graduating.
Your face changes. You start getting angry. Then all of a sudden you're like, my knees hurt. Fucking knees hurt.
Yeah, man, it's weird. I drink alcohol and I just feel this pain right here.
Yeah.
But
that's the old age.
Yeah. But I was actually feeling that like in my late 20s.
Yeah.
That's when I really stopped drinking, because it's just like, who the fuck wants to be at a party in pain?
No.
But when it comes to marijuana, though,
yeah, you do good with it. I don't ever see you. I see you smoke back to back to back to back, and you never act different. There's been maybe a couple times where you're just a little extra smiley. Whereas if I smoked as much as you, I'd be smiling my ass off, or I'd be in a corner with a blanket. And leave me alone.
And this is a man, ladies and gentlemen, that could handle. And when I say handle, I mean fucking handle some alcohol. You can handle that handle.
Yes, sir.
But He's told me many a times, if I just took a puff of that, it'd be a whole different thing. And I'm like,
what it really
I don't get it.
Is I get high and I just get in. I don't want to talk. I get self-conscious, all that shit. People out there know there's groups of people out there that feel the same way. And I know if I just broke myself in again and started smoking, I'd get used to it, but it might take a month. And and I don't I'm already an introvert, and the alcohol helps me be like, hey, what's going on, everybody? How the fuck you doing? So I like that. But if I'm an introvert and I smoke and then I get even more in my head and not talking, I don't like that shit.
You're going your own wormhole.
But I don't mind every now and then, and I mean every now and then, if I got a buzz from the alcohol, taking a hit or two. Wow. But it's a balance that is hard to figure out, because I might be drunk and feeling fine and smoke, and then all of a sudden, boom, I'm to the next level, and I'm like, stomach starts, the earls start coming.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm not, because I don't give a fuck. I'm 37 years old. I know what the shit does for me.
Yeah.
But I need it in my life. Not for anything where I'm just trying to just be cool and smoke weed. I know what it does.
You can never be cool.
I know. I figured that out a long time ago. But I know what it does for me personally. It really is. For the longest time, I've been calling it my medicine. Mm-hmm. It really is that to me, man. Because right now, if I didn't have this, I would be what you would be if you smoked. I'd be quiet. I'd just be sitting here and not knowing. Like, it's weird, man. This shit gives me.
A lot of people are that way. And I just because I don't smoke because of the reactions I get from it.
Right.
And 2 years ago, I was still smoking at night by myself. Then I don't mind it, because who am I talking to anyways? I'm at home, and you smoke a little bit, you relax, unwind. The only thing I didn't like that it was doing then, like what you say, when you drink, you feel your knees.
Yeah.
I have like arthritis issues, something, and when I smoke, I feel it intensified.
Wow.
Like because you get high and everything you can zone in more.
Right.
And it's like I feel it. I'm like, oh, my joints are creaking. Like, what the fuck?
Have you ever being that you've been writing since you're, I don't know, probably most of your life.
11 years old.
Have you ever been by yourself, blazed up, and then tried to write? Does it take a negative effect?
No, I wouldn't say so. The whole album me and Ricky did in Colorado that was never released, I was high every fucking day out there.
Maybe that's why I never got released.
It wasn't that good either. I played you a couple songs.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, definitely.
That is proof that you can get better.
Absolutely.
You can definitely get better.
Practice.
Ricky was dope as fuck from day one. He had it. Me, not so much.
Hey,
it took some time.
You know how you get to Carnegie Hall, right?
Practice.
Hey.
You're such an old New Yorker.
Hey, bro, I am an old soul. Yes. I'm an old soul, bro.
Yeah.
I just look young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Love that we got these cameras here now, baby. Yeah.
Yeah. For the people that are just listening to the podcast, they'll be like, why the fuck did they stop talking? They're going to have no idea what's going on.
Oh, man. I tell you, man, you know why I think subconsciously we like to do this shit? I mean, forgetting just the normal shit.
Oh, I don't know, because I'm going to just jump in and act like the asshole you were to me on the last mini episode that was released. I don't know. Tell me why we do, because there's nothing more I love than when a motherfucker tells me what I'm about to do or feeling. You cocksucking motherfucker.
All right, so you know why I think I like to do this shit?
There you go.
Besides the obvious?
Why?
Even if we're
egotistical?
Duh, that's a given.
Yeah.
It's therapeutic in a way. Even if I'm not sitting here telling you specifically what's bothering me or whatever,
right?
I find just to talk about anything, it clears.
It is.
It's a cleansing type shit.
Yeah, and it's a shame that it takes a podcast to do that, because before the internet and cell phones and all that, that's what we had. Hang out with people and just talk. Now you get around groups of people and everybody's on their phone and I can't.
Or you've already heard the story because of a Facebook post. So by the time we get face to face,
you don't even want to hear it.
I've already
heard it. Yeah. So there's no discussion about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I think, listen, man, we could beat this horse to death. There's definitely positives of having all this shit at our fingertips.
Of course.
But I think the negatives outweigh the positive.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Nah?
No.
I'm saying for younger kids.
No, because I think it's shitty. I think the negative is shitty, like what we were just talking about, how the communication is definitely suffering. But I think people are going to adapt to that and figure out hey man, people are let's put this phone down. People eventually, it's just now it's like, oh, I just need it. It's all right here. Eventually people are going to tire from that, and then you'll still have the benefits of being able to get knowledge at any point in any time.
True, but I think until it gets to that point, people are going to.
Well, everybody's fucking angry anyway.
Our age and older, we know how to resort back to that. But
Right.
these young kids who've never had that to begin with,
Right? They don't know how to.
They don't know.
With each
So
other.
to them, it's going to be weird, and
it is. But
I think that's where the negative comes from.
It will be. It might take a generation, but they'll figure it out.
I mean,
hopefully,
you growing up in Kansas, in Colorado, me growing up in New York, we experienced shit. Like
Right.
I didn't have a phone to learn shit. I had to walk out the door and learn it myself.
No, and I'm sure you were like me, especially being in the city where if it was summertime or you were out of school, you were outside, and your parents didn't give a fuck where you were. They're just like, go, you'll be okay. We'll find you.
I come from New York fucking city,
right. So
bro.
of course you were, but even
I was everywhere. I never once heard say, like, if I would come home, let's say I'm living in Queens with my mom, right? I come home summer. I come in just to shower. Hey, where were you today? Oh, I was in the Bronx.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right. Where I remember being 10 years old when I lived in Omaha, Nebraska. My parents, they just were like, yeah, go outside. And I lived in this apartment complex at a busy intersection and would just be gone.
My
10
mom
years
used to say,
old, 9, 10 years old. They
wake up, go out,
all
because
day
you ain't
long.
staying home.
Right.
You ain't staying in all day.
And, you know, people like to say that, oh, times were different. You were able to let your kids do that. But there were still people getting raped.
Straight up. I mean, shit happened. What do you think? This shit just started in the last
I hate people that forget that shit and act like, oh, this is all new. The world is so much worse than it used to be. Like, no, it's always been bad. Our parents were just like, fuck it. It's only the strong survive. If you're going to get butt fucked by some pervert, you're going to get butt fucked by some pervert.
What did you do to provoke it?
At least you got a story to tell now, young man.
What did you do to make them butt fuck you?
Exactly.
That's what I would get.
Who the fuck told you to leave in your Oshkosh Bagosh, you motherfucker? Of course you're getting fucked.
That's it.
The views of the turntable are not the views of Breadwin Deville as an individual.
Just as
Just as a podcast host.
That's it. But, bro, I wouldn't... I mean, I know how I am with my kids today, and I look at it like my mom let me go wherever I want in New York fucking city. I don't even want my kids leaving the yard.
Right.
But, and
you have to, though.
Right. But nowadays, like, I can't get my son.
So much vibration when I touch this versus any other time.
That's weird.
My bad. Go ahead.
Like, I can't get my son on a Saturday to go outside all day.
Yeah.
On a Saturday, bro, Monday through Friday, I always woke up late. Saturday mornings, bro, with no school, I was up 6:30 in the morning,
ready to go, hopping on your bike. Well, in the city, probably not.
No, I had a bike, but I would spend 6 to 8 watching cartoons, and then as soon as 8:30 came, out the door till I don't even know when.
Yeah, that's the way me and my brother, and we would just walk around. You'd find people. I mean, I remember a fucking time. I can't remember. There was some kid. He had some mental issues, and he just started flipping out on everybody. And one of the friends grabbed a fucking stick, hit him over the head with it. Like, none of that shit got back to the parents. There was no media outrage.
Right. There wasn't a Facebook post about it.
Nowadays, anything happens, everybody's up in arms. It's like, man, boys will be boys. Let them go have fun.
That's it. Same shit, man. I used to just wake up.
I don't know why I just brought up violence on a.
Because it stuck out in your head. Bro, me and my boys in New York growing up, our favorite thing to do, we used to wake up me, Mikey, and Charles, my two best friends.
You guys used to like wake up, grease your hair back with a nice black brush, grease it back.
Go down for a nice plate of spaghetti for breakfast.
Yeah. Yep. What was for lunch? Raviolis and
lasagna.
Yep.
But we'd have 19 pieces of pizza in between.
Absolutely. What kind of cheese? Some fresh ricotta.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Some mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
Anyway,
that's how they really say it.
Racist bastards.
Yeah.
We all lived on the same block. All we would do, bro, in the morning, it was like we all came out of the house at the same time, and we just all convened on the corner. Charlie lived on the corner, and his stoop was there. And I know it's cliche, whatever. We literally used to just sit on that stoop because over the course of 10 hours, you would see so many different things pass you by and happen. and then we'd walk
I love
up.
the city life for that
Bro,
shit. I'm a
there's
people
always
person,
something
or a
to
people
do.
watcher. I used to love going to fly all the time, and I love going to the airport just because you can watch so many people. And it's basically the same thing. If you live in a city, you just get to watch everybody going through the rat race, going through the little hustles, everything, all that shit.
There was always, and here's the funny thing: I didn't know it then because it was just everyday life to me, but it was always an adventure. Even when there was no adventure,
right?
You know, and there was always that possibility, something that I've never seen before is going to happen, literally 5 feet away from me.
That's what these kids are missing out on, like
experience. Self-experience.
You know how our mall is dead. It's nobody is there. I'm surprised there's anything
malaria
open.
going to that
no
place.
shit, but you go to the Clearwater Mall. It's still packed to this day. There's kids out there. And every time I go there, it brings me back because I remember I used to have to convince Ricky, Brian, everybody, man, let's go to the mall. They're like, man, fuck the mall. I'm like, I understand it's fuck the mall. But every weekend when we go to this mall and we spend a couple hours in here, some girls show up.
Something always comes
some
from
dudes show up that are telling us about a party later. Like something always came from that because it was just the meetup spot to go find something to do. These kids nowadays don't do that. I mean, and they don't need it. Don't get me wrong. They just can message everybody. But
that takes the fun out of it.
It takes the fun out of it, and it takes out the meeting of new people.
Absolutely, it takes out the possibilities.
I used to love going to the mall and just some girls from another school that you've never seen before walk by. Hey, get to catcalling them.
That's it.
Even though nowadays we've learned not to catcall.
Yeah. Hashtag me too.
Hashtag cap two. Captivated.
But you know what, Breadwin? You're so right, bro. Because I'm sure, just like you, I know me and my boys. On a Friday night, we never had a plan.
No.
We used to just walk up.
Happened.
Our spot on a Friday night was 86th Street. 86th Street would basically be like 50, just filled with shit, right?
Right.
We used to meet up on 3rd and 86th, and literally 3rd Avenue, 86th, walk 4th Avenue, 5th, all the way up to the teens. And bro, by the time we got to the 18th Avenue,
you find something to do, right?
We had 17 different different things we can do, and we could just pick.
Yep.
Or big thing.
The walking was the
that was just to say. We'd be at 18th Avenue and you'd go, you know what? Fuck it. We'll grab something to eat and we'll just walk back. Yeah. And on the way back, bro.
We used
I can't
to do
explain
that.
it.
We used to do that sometimes where we would walk from in Wichita, the Town East Mall, all the way up to the Palace Theater, which was one of the $1.50 movie theaters.
Right.
So it was a long walk. I want to say like 4 or 5 miles, if not more. And what we would do is we'd get a sack. And we just start walking and smoking, and you would find shit to do on the way.
Way, bro.
Yep. And by the time you got up to the place, you might be a little bit tired, but then you see new people, and it's right back at it.
Listen, I get it because I did it. It's hard to explain, but it's. I never once I remember when I moved down here. It's like, oh, it's Friday night. What are we gonna do?
Right.
And you spend the whole night looking for something to do. I never experienced that.
Nope.
You just went and did.
Exactly.
Just beat, because if you were out there, something was going to happen.
Yeah, and even sometimes as we were walking up to the Palace, somebody would drive by. Hey, what the fuck y'all doing?
Right?
Hop in the car. Let's go. We're going over here.
City life, man.
Yeah.
City life.
Yeah, this is Wichita, Kansas, which is a city, but it's nowhere near a city, obviously, like New York.
Right, but I'm hearing the similarities.
Yeah.
I mean, down here, when I first came here, bro, there wasn't even sidewalks.
Yeah, there's still not sidewalks.
So I'm going, how the fuck do you do that?
That's one thing about Spring Hill is good where, like, Spring Hill is a small town.
No, hit way smaller.
Well, it's a small town, way smaller than Wichita, Kansas is. But the thing with Wichita is a city. But once you get out of Wichita, that's it.
That's it.
At least with Spring Hill,
once you get out of
Spring Hill, you got Tampa, you got Clearwater, you got St. Pete, you got Orlando, you got so much shit all around you.
Right.
So even though this is small, there's something.
Right.
Once you have a vehicle that you can get to.
If you are 60 plus, retired,
this is
with a pension,
right
with a pension where you don't have to worry about, a wage.
Yeah.
You come to Spring Hill.
Right.
For a up and coming family where both parents have to work and you have kids, I understand that it's cheap living here
to a degree. Anymore.
To a degree, it was.
Yeah.
But when you have to travel over an hour, out of town
that's what I used
for
to
your
do
job.
When I worked in the rock mine in Tampa.
Nobody that we know that makes a good living makes it in this town.
No.
Nobody.
Unless they work for themselves like me or a couple contractors I know. But even then, most of our work is outside the county.
That's my point. You know? So, like I said, if you have a retirement or you have a pension or be as it may, by all means. Right. This is a beautiful, I mean, if you don't want to do anything.
Yeah. Well, but that's the good thing. It's beautiful in the sense that it's cheaper. You can buy yourself some property. And,
it's great if you're
have
old.
a nice life and then still drive to the cities and do shit.
Right,
but for the kids, it sucks. I hated it as a kid. Like Steven, he probably doesn't mind because it's all he knows.
Exactly.
It's all he knows. But like I tell him all the time, venture out.
This is not
get
life.
Wanderlust. Make sure you go out there and experience life. And he's like, oh no, once I turn 18, I want to move to Maryland because that's the only other place that he's been, and he loves it there, which it is lovely there. But I'm like, hey, don't move there. Go there for a couple months. Go somewhere else for a couple months. Go explore this world, man. Knock up some bitches and then leave them.
Tell them your name is.
Don't do that at all.
You know, Ralph.
Yes.
And knock them up and ride out.
I want to play a song real quick while we take a break and I check these cameras.
Check these levels, homie.
I figure that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, we just play a nice little song. You know what?
But I'm going to play one of our songs. And I'm not sure what I'm going to play right now.
We use this time to promote Fort Knox, our target.
Swerve in my Suburban. So the train went, then I curved it. Hopped out at the curb and went and caught myself a new permanent. Bow tie and suited up, can't level up, playing catch up. So I passed them all in my Chevy truck like Bon Voyage when I rev it up. Looking in the rear view with a clear view with a few that stay tuned. Day ones take scope on day twos and cut them off if they make you feel uneasy, a little bit queasy. Altitude's only increasing. Roll through the field and scrape off the feces. I'm elevated and I know that you
we film these or record these in advance. So that right now is Nosebleed, but if that song is not released yet or we don't get the okay to put it out from the record execs, then it will be another song.
Yeah,
that you just heard. Maybe I'll go and post and put in introvert and cut out all the bullshit where my phone fucked up.
That's my phone fucked up.
Yeah. This is just supposed to be a short one anyways, so.
That's what she said.
I lost it. She's never said it was supposed to be a short one. It's always been the opposite.
Well, yeah. So this is going to be out in between
Christmas and New Year's. Yep.
So talking about your show this Friday.
No, I mean,
be redundant.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's gonna hear it. Like, let me go back in time.
Let me find Doc Brown.
Hopefully, everybody had a good time at the Boom Boom Room.
The Boom Boom Room.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So
yeah, no sense in talking about that.
Nope, none at all.
What we can talk about is
actually you'll have a Iowa show coming.
Yeah.
Next week.
Yeah, when is that?
By the time of this, January 3rd.
January 3rd.
Yeah, so Iowa.
Yeah, January 4th, I believe, is when it is.
You will have Hard Target, Fort Knox. I think
Hard Target, Fort Knox.
Did he get Wes on that one?
No, Doris Ann might be on that one as well. I'm pretty sure she is. Out in Iowa, I don't know where it's at. I should be better at this. I wasn't ready to promote this. There's no flyer as of now for it. I'm sure they've seen it. But yeah, check us out in Iowa if you're in the Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we get some more shit lined up. I really want to do Wichita, man. I've never done Wichita. I should just reach out and get us something booked in there. I know I can.
Coming home.
Yeah, I'd like to perform at the Cotillion. The Lax.
See, there you go.
The Lax.
Bro, you already know half the battle.
The Cotillion, no, but they're not going to book Fort Knox for the Cotillion. It's a big
it's a big deal.
Yeah. But
so you know,
Fort Knox. Hard Target, Fort Knox, and maybe we throw like Crucifix or fucking Big Buzz, somebody on there. You know. Speaking of Big Buzz, is he at the Iowa show?
He might
No, Big Poe, I think is. I'm so confused.
Somebody
Everything
big
got
is gonna
changed,
be
but
there.
I think for a fact Big Poe is at that one, and Big Poe's dope, man. I liked hanging out with him. He's a good dude.
I was just gonna make a joke about somebody like you said Big Poe and Big Bob and say, but you just said Big Poe, and I was gonna say, yeah, no, Big Schmo's gonna be there, but isn't there an artist Big Schmo?
It's Big Smo, I think it's not Schmo.
Show whatever.
Show whatever.
So maybe we'll get you guys booked in Brooklyn, New York.
None realer is no, he's not going to be at that one. He's at the one that's already passed.
Yeah.
This timeline is so fucked up.
It's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good.
We should just start recording them the week of.
Actually, what we can talk about
that.
future shit. It's December now.
Yeah.
When you're listening to this, so in 3 months, 4 months, we'll be in the high seas on the cruise, man.
Oh yeah, I don't know what's up with that. If I'm going on the cruise or not yet.
Oh, well, see, timeline again, not good.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. It's supposed to get worked out to where,
but it don't matter. Just you don't know if you're gonna be there.
Yeah, but the cruise is coming up, and we
Yes.
should promote it anyways. Whether
the cruise is gonna be
whether Fort Knox is gonna be there, or
March
not.
2020.
The Dirt Rock Cruise. Everybody, the Lax, Crucifix, Hard Target,
Simple Man,
West Nile, Moccasin Creek. Then you got
Nate Kenyon.
I'm trying to think the people that are not Dirt Rock.
Moonshine Bandit. No.
Yeah, they are.
No, but they're going to be on too.
Yeah, they're on it. Moonshine Bandits and Demon Jones, I think, is going to be on it. I think he is. So many people have been added to that one.
Right.
That one's either way. Get your ass out there. That's going to be a good time. Going to Mexico, somewhere in Mexico. So 8 heads in a duffel bag, baby.
Straight up, you be floating.
Yes, sir.
Having a good old time.
Yeah. What did you see that story of the family that was stopped for some reason in the weird street out there in Mexico? Like it was definitely in Mexico, not Cancun, not the vacation area. And they just lit the car up, killed the mother, some kids. There were some kids that
were they American?
American, yeah. And I hate that I don't know the details and I'm talking about it. I
didn't
not
hear
being
of it, man.
well versed on what I'm speaking about, but yeah, I'm surprised that Trump immediately wasn't like, let's go to war with them.
Listen, man, we have to
because he'll take a whole country to war over what one group did.
Listen, I like doing this podcast.
He's a piece of shit.
And I want to, make sure that it continues to flourish.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you've noticed, but I have a hard time biting my tongue sometimes.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
You don't like the president, neither do I. That's
yeah,
fine.
but a lot of our
that's fine.
viewers like him, and that's just
that's
touchy
fine.
shit. And
it is, but everybody has a right to their own opinion, and other people who like him might be smarter than me and have their reasons to like him.
Bro,
I just think
there's nobody
idiot.
smarter than us, bro.
I like to think that. I do like to think that.
But on some shit that I feel that we can talk about. What do you? And I know we gotta hit the eject button soon, but
right.
The state of hip hop 2019 going into 2020. If you were someone if someone from the past or the future came in here right now and said, I just need to know, I liked the reason why I traveled to your planet is because I liked the early 90s hip hop and I come here now. So what can I expect? What would you tell that person?
No fucking idea. You better go back in time. If you like early 90s, nobody. I mean, there's artists out there that are still doing good shit. Is that what you're trying to ask me? Who I would direct them towards?
Yeah, because now over the last couple months, I've kind of put a little kink in my armor and starting to open the door on some new guys I've been listening to very quietly, not saying anything. Dave East, only because I really like what he did on the Wu-Tang series, and I've been seeing like Nas vouch for him and like Jadakiss. So that
shit helps these days. There was
but I don't see Nas and these guys just vouching.
Yeah.
So I went and checked him out, and
but that's funny that's how you found him, or not found him, but that's what gave you the push to want to listen to him, because it's the same thing with me, and we talked about this before a long time ago with Post Malone. I never gave him a chance. I wasn't going to listen to an album. I didn't think any of the songs I heard on the radio were bad, but then I saw him on Hot Ones, and I was like, not just like him as a person.
Right.
Let me check out his music.
Right.
And in this day and age, that's what it takes sometimes.
And it's we had this conversation yesterday on a personal note. I
don't get personal with you.
Jesus, Lord, give me strength. That's what annoys me more than anything. What? Back in the day, and I hate to be that dude, but that's all I have to reference to is if you were nice, you were nice because you were nice.
And
if you were whack,
that could carry you. Yep.
And if you were whack, that shit folded you.
Yep.
Now, being nice is maybe 11th on the list.
Yeah, because now it's not just about the music. Now that everybody feels like we have to create an industry behind you. The Post Malone has to be a brand, not a rapper. The Kanye West has to be a brand, not just a rapper. Whoever the fuck it is, they want a brand.
Listen,
and I get it. They're trying to make millions off everything. But sometimes, man, I just want a rapper.
That's it, man.
Like I've been listening to Burner lately, and I know he's an old school rapper, but he's still doing it. Love his shit. He just put out an album with Mozzie, and that made me really respect Mozzie's shit. I never had a problem with Mozzie's shit, but I always thought it was just complete gangster music, and there was nothing else.
Right?
No, dude has some lyrics.
He didn't have a ceiling. Right?
Yeah, and I fuck with it. That Mozzie and Burner album, y'all should check that shit out. So there's still good shit out there.
To touch on, only because you brought up his name, Kanye West. I've never been one who everybody thinks Kanye's a genius. I think he's a genius, but I don't. They say he changed. He was one of those. That shit I don't
he gets
see.
Way too much credit.
Me too.
Yeah. I do love what was the first one? College Dropout. Great fucking album.
What he does early in his career, what he did beat wise, I think was a game changer.
I don't.
Well, I think we look at production differently. Yeah. But anyway, all the shit that he's been doing the last couple of years, I've never ran to listen to the new Kanye song.
No,
never.
I haven't even listened
what
to
he's
the
doing now,
one.
though.
The church one, whatever.
The Jesus is King.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it.
And listen, I'm not I have my beliefs.
Right.
I don't stand on a soapbox and preach him out. But what he's doing now, I applaud him for. Not his, because he is really, really putting it in perspective in people's faces. Mm-hmm. Years ago, he tried to do the Jesus walk thing, and he got, even though
that song was huge for him.
Huge, but he still got lit up about it.
Yeah.
With everything that's going on in the world, right? He's using the music and his power. I'm not talking about how he constantly talks about how he's a genius and all that shit. How he is literally going to the bottom of the bottom, going into the jails and I don't want to use the word preach the word, but
that's what he's doing though, right?
Yeah, but in a way where he's giving it to you musically, like, and he's saying like, y'all think that what's going on with these phones and is it, and it's not, and he's trying to bring it back to a certain way of thinking.
You'll have to send me a clip or something to give him a chance.
I'm having a hard time right now. I think verbalizing what I'm trying to get through.
Yeah, I think he's lost his mind a long time ago, and I don't fuck with him.
I don't fuck with him either. But I think what he's doing now to try to make people realize that
there's more to life than gold tooth gangster shit.
Exactly, bro. Uh-huh. And for him being, maybe he's not crazy. Maybe he is, when the masses don't like what you say, they label you crazy, and like they've done.
But he was crazy.
I'm not saying
he had
that,
his moments.
But maybe he's learned.
Yeah.
And
gotcha.
is trying to. He's going left when everybody's going right. That's what I like.
I gotcha.
He's trying to do something different.
Send me a link and I'll check it out. And in the meantime, you can go fuck Kanye West.
I don't want to.
We're here.